It's Shark Puppet Racing, and it's how not to drive Formula One Grand Prix. As always, he's Paul Jensen, I'm Mia O'Brien. Today we're going to learn how to not drive the Belgian Grand Prix. Paul, what type of circuit are we looking at today?
Welcome to Spa-Francorchamps, Mia. It is one of the most famous circuits in Formula One because it's one of the most difficult to drive in Formula One. Obviously, a really long straight leading into Turn 5, that's the Camel Straight there. You can get a lot of speed down there, but only if you are brave enough to tangle with Eau Rouge, turns 2, 3, and 4, downhill into uphill. One of the most terrifying corners to take in Formula One, and you've got to get it right if you want a good lap time around here. Let's send our poor, helpless rookie drivers around here and see how well, or rather how poorly they did, and we'll get it started right on lap 1. Mia, take it away.
And we're going to first pick it up with Robbie ZAKES. He's in the Ferrari, and he's going to cut the chicane and hit the wall before the first time lap even begins. We saw this happen at Great Britain, and now we're seeing it again, Paul. I'm sensing a trend.
Yep, just really getting off on the wrong foot here for Robbie. And here's Greg doing a nice run through Turn 1. Actually, Greg, one of the few people to get Eau Rouge right, so we are going to go live with him and let him take it away.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. Yeah! Yeah! Ah! What now, mortals?
Nice work by Greg, able to tango with the uphill, downhill nature of Eau Rouge. As we check in with Chris Zachariah, he's going to have some trouble on turn number 7.
Stay on the track! Alright, well that lap's
And we've heard from the first two. Let's go ahead and hear from Robbie ZAKES on the Ferrari.
Right, no, that's not, yeah, that's, okay. Yeah, lap penalized, thanks.
Spinning, and more spinning. It's making me dizzy, Paul. Is it a sign of things to come? Well, let's see, because Chris is going to go off-road here on turn 10. Not necessarily spinning, but certainly not able to stay on track.
Yep, that's Puhan, as it's known. Very fast corner and very unforgiving. And Greg Schultz, here we are in Sector 3. He's going to complete a clean lap of 1 minute 59.8. Not the fastest I've seen people go around here, but still very solid and very commendable for keeping it clean around Spa. Very difficult circuit. Chris Zachariah, on the other hand, not so good. He's looking fine until he comes out of the chicane, and there's the spin.
Spinning. Well, that's going to do it for lap 1, but let's see if lap 2 would entail more spinning, or could people potentially mimic Greg's performance and actually have a clean lap in how not to drive Formula 1 racing, Paul?
Somehow I doubt it, Mia. Somehow I doubt it, as Robbie ZAKES goes way wide in Turn 1. Just did not brake early enough coming into there. Meanwhile, Greg taking Chris's line through Turn 7, not what you want to do at all.
And while Greg is busy spinning, Chris is going spinning mad. What exactly do I mean? Well, let's check in.
Yep, here's Chris on his way from Sector 2 into Sector 3, and let's hear from him.
Get in my belly. I want my baby back, baby back. Car.
Mia, I've known Chris for a very long time. I have no idea what he was talking or indeed singing about through there.
I guess that's what happens when you've been driving in circles for hours on end. Robbie, meanwhile, while driving in circles for hours on end, hasn't really taught him much. He's going to cut the chicane again, although he does hit a different wall this time.
Variety is the spice of life, Mia. Let's check lap 3, see if anybody improves in any way at all. And actually, someone will. Robbie will get turn 1 right for once. So let's check in and see how he did it.
Yeah, there I was like, and my fingers are about to go like, oh man, I totally need to put it on the gas. And I was like, no, don't. That's the opposite of what I need.
F1 driving is tough, even more so when you have to argue with your own hands. And let's check in with Chris as he continues his descent into madness.
Sexy man, does whatever a sexy man can. He can dance, he can race, but he's bad with his face. Come on, sexy man.
At this point, Paul, I don't even know what songs he's combining.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself, but I will say sitting next to him when we recorded this, I feared for my own safety just a little bit.
Yeah, well, Greg Schultz, speaking of safety, should be fearing for his as he's going to boink, hop around the curb on his way through turn 10.
Yep, nothing like a little added danger to spice up your afternoon, and there goes Chris catching some air through the chicane in Sector 3. Definitely not how you want to take that in any way whatsoever.
Living life on the edge, as Greg also is going to go out wide on turn 19. Not necessarily cutting it, but does go wide. Not a clean lap for him. And that's going to do it, as he's going to park the car at the end of the race, as he has grown accustomed to here on Formula One racing. And that's going to do it for us here at Shark Puppet Racing. As I'm headed back to school, just like to thank everybody for tuning in and how not to drive Formula One racing.
Yep, make sure you all check out Codemasters.com and Formula1Game.com and play F1 2012 as usual. I will be back with Chris Zachariah in the booth for the remainder of the season, so get ready for that. I'm sure it will not be a train wreck in any way.